YouTube, Jerry Kirkpatrick here, and yesterday I was up here on the scaffold starting to take some of these things down off of the wall, and this was very unstable. I've got the wheels locked right now so I can move around without the whole scaffold moving, but without the wheels locked, man, this is shaky as hell. And one thing that I did notice, there was absolutely nothing to hold on to up here, except if I started to fall or I needed to catch myself. The only thing that was available was a wall or the piece that I was removing. And obviously, if you put the weight on that, it's going to push the scaffold away. So what I've decided to do is to put just one handrail up on this side, and I'm just going to use a 2x6 that will be clamped or actually affixed in some way to a couple of pieces of tubing that just happen to fit these stubs that stick up on the scaffold itself. And the way I chose to pick a height for them, I had to cut some length off of both of these, was so it would fit under the lights as I'm working around here. The tubes that I found in my scrap was the sprint car that I built many years ago that flipped end over end at Chico, Silver Dollar Speedway. So luckily I just had some old sprint car 1.5-inch tubing with a 083 wall hanging around. In fact, these are the last two pieces I have. What will go inside these to hang the 2x6 is a piece of 1.25 inch, and this was used for what they call a sissy bar. On the sprint car, there was a tube that came out so your elbow would miss it, and then it came back in and then turned and was welded to the down tube. And this particular piece of tubing was used so the tire, the wheel of another car, if they hit your left rear, wouldn't come up and then break your arm or your shoulder or something like that. It was to keep another car from entering the driver's compartment. So thanks to building a few sprint cars back in the day, I had the tubing that was necessary to make this thing. So what I'm going to use to slide the 2x6 into these two tubes is a piece of 1/8x2 that the 1.25 inch will be welded to, and that'll just slide right down into the 1.5 inch, and then I can remove it. I didn't want to make something that was permanent or semi-permanent. I didn't want to drill holes and bolt it, because if I wanted to move it for some reason or disassemble it, reassemble it, everything was just pretty much just plug and play. You drop the tubes in, you drop these tubes into the uprights here, and you're done. Didn't have to undo any bolts, nuts, nothing. So I've already got the pattern made that I'll glue on to the 1/8x2, drill some holes, get this piece welded, and then we'll assemble the whole thing up on the scaffold itself. So I've got both of the patterns glued with the kindergarten glue onto that piece of 1/8 by 2. And the first thing I'm going to do is use my square punch. The square punch you can see easier because of the way the light refracts off of it. The round punch is fine for placing holes because you're going to put a center in that particular punch. But by using a square punch, I'm going to put a punch in each of the quadrants. So when I get ready to weld the tube on, I will have a place to line up the tube. By the time I get to welding this, by the time I get the perimeter all cut out and the holes drilled, this paper pattern is not going to be worth a dang anymore. So by punching these square tick marks in first, I know that I will have a reference later on. And these don't have to be very deep. I don't want to mushroom the material out so the tube doesn't sit flat. And if you notice, I'm using a copper hammer. Next will be the holes for the screws to screw it to the 2x6. So there you go. Let me get this all cut out and these holes drilled, grind the perimeter, and then we'll come back and I'll weld the tubes in place. So here are the two brackets after being welded. Countersunk, so I don't have anything that'll get hung up while it's up there on the scaffold. So let me get these screwed in place and we'll take a look at how I've got that rail hanging up there. So here we are up on the scaffold with the, I guess you could call it a handrail affixed. It is easily removable. So if I need to clear anything, I don't have to unscrew anything. Everything just slides together, which is great. Having this shelf here is going to also be a big help in that I can put any tools or, well, bucket, and especially I can have my coffee up here as I'm doing some work. So I have my roller stands, I guess you'd call them, for my cutoff saw and the wheels for my hoist outside. I got to get these down, and then I can start laying or pulling everything else off of the walls that are up around this area, and then start laying out for all of the floor joists and the ladder. I just ordered the ladder today, so that'll be coming in shortly. So let me get to pulling all these things down, and we'll get on with the next operation. So there we have it. All of the stuff is down on this particular wall. Now I got to start on all of the other 3 walls, get everything down, and then I can start laying this out. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, ring the bell, give me a thumbs up, buy me a coffee if you please. If I'm lucky, I'll see you later.